haven't missed anything in a long time. Start the show!
Is this thing on?
And he's proud of himself because he got it in before the credits.
It's so hard to
today.
get in.
He's getting
but I
good
did
at it.
And Luke's a fucking mess. It's really hard to get them
Luke's
both
actually
in.
here today. Luke's
I
here
know.
today. So he can't.
So,
Luke is listening.
look, I just, getting in the whole, is this thing on? Like, it's over with, right? So getting those two in,
It is over with?
it's a challenge.
Well, I took the job off him
One of your
because
golden oldies.
Oh,
yeah, but it says that at the beginning of the show now.
Right, so now I have to come up with some smart ass thing else to say, right? And when it's no fun if something's random, now I have to be an asshole to everybody on the show, and it's just McCarthy and Luke's turn.
Because that would be so different for you to be an asshole for the entire show.
And we should probably say
make up something new, or are you just going to go with the same old?
we should probably say like a minute in. Welcome to UCR Live for this week. Hey everyone!
Hi Anthony!
Only if you
my
want to.
God! Vera,
What?
a few weeks ago when I forgot to tell you about your number one fan who voted for
He
Trump,
voted for Trump?
allegedly. Not only did that, I forgot to tell you that same day he went to Hobby Lobby and then Chick-fil-A.
Oh, good God.
Oh God!
In the same, honey, he is gay. His nickname is the Taste of Syracuse. He's like Luke, the Taste of Australia. You know what I mean? Everybody's been in that hole.
Anthony, we're gonna make you turn in your Italian card soon.
Stop me.
Hey,
Christ.
no more spaghetti for Anthony. No more.
You can't come to ravioli night.
Yeah.
Filet and Hobby Lobby. Oh my God.
He goes, I don't understand what the big deal is about their chicken sandwich. He goes, it was nothing special.
Why did you go to Aldi too? You should have went to Aldi afterwards.
Yeah.
Oh, is Aldi bad too? Is it?
Yeah.
Is Aldi bad?
Why
Why?
is
Yeah,
Aldi
they're like
bad?
against everything, right? Aren't they against everything also?
Oh, I thought
Aldi?
they
I think
hit the
that-
Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
I think they're just Nordic, aren't they?
No, I
Hard
think
to
that they're
tell.
on that side
They
too.
just look like the master race. So we
I
can't
hadn't
help
heard that.
it. I hadn't heard that either.
Yeah.
I don't
thought
look
we
at
get that on the liberal
All right,
newsletter.
drop it.
it's kind of like a poor people's store, so it's not someplace I go to.
Yeah, it's not Weggies. Jeff, don't
Oh.
fuck with it.
Everything, all their
That's
produce
true.
is organic in there. All
I
their
don't
meat
care.
is grass-fed.
Yeah.
That's
They're
great.
like kicked
Who's
off the
grass
truck
fed is
organic. Allegedly.
Allegedly. We're going to get sued by Aldi now. Great.
They're
I
owned
said
by
allegedly.
Europeans.
Sorry.
Europeans have
Okay,
higher
thing. I
purity
think it's like-
standards than we do.
They don't
Funky
recognize
beef.
same-sex marriage. I'm telling you, I know. I read about that.
I'm gonna have to look it up. It wasn't
I
in the
just-
liberal pussy newsletter.
I got a thing about eating beef out of a tube.
I don't eat beef out of a tube from any store.
He'll suck it for all
I
it's
eat it
worth,
for
but he
Wegmans.
won't eat it.
No, you're confusing me with Luke.
I don't know.
Oh.
I'm
That's
retired.
okay.
My jaw's fucked up from too many years of sucking it.
TMJ, it really gets you.
It doesn't
TMJ.
count if all you're sucking is the straw.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't count if you can't catch chlamydia, Jeffrey. Sorry.
Thank you. I've never ever had an STD unlike Luke.
I reckon that's a lie, and we'll do a round table just on that discussion.
I'll take a lie
We're
detector test.
we're gonna do a round table on blood test. Very important blood test.
Well, I mean,
You say that like it's a crime to catch an STD.
I've had mono. Does
Yeah.
that count?
Why
Yeah.
are you going to stigmatize STDs?
I'm not saying. I don't care. I'm not judging.
Only Luke.
Anything
Yeah,
you
just
anything
look.
you can catch, anything you can catch with a bit of penicillin can't be that serious. Like, come on.
Some of my favorite people have herpes. It's okay.
have you
Some
seen,
of
I
my
don't know if
favorite
it's
people have AIDS.
Who the fuck?
Wait,
Right.
I need to preface this. Has anyone seen on TikTok? I don't know if it's a joke or not. This girl is selling a laser that gets rid of cold sores. Like it's her personal invention. And she goes, "Oh my god, I found the girl that cheated on that stole my boyfriend," because she walks up and she's like she sticks it on people's faces. She goes, "Oh my god, is your name da da da?" She's like, "Yes, why?" It's like, "You stole my boyfriend." Blah blah blah. She goes, and they start fighting. She goes, "I was gonna use my laziness to cure your nasty ass cold sore." She goes, "Oh, okay." And then she burns it off and it disappears. She goes, "Here, you can have it." Like she goes, "You like secondhand goods? You can have it."
I'm like, peer-reviewed research.
I was like, it was there and gone. It was probably a joke, but it was very funny. I was like, imagine going up to someone and sticking something on their face and telling them they're getting rid of their nasty ass cold sore. Ew. That amused me. I doom scroll. It's getting worse. I'm the doom scroller from hell. I get on TikTok at about 2:00 in the morning. And I was scrolling until 4:45 in the morning the other day.
Oh, good gracious!
Ooh, shit!
I must. My eyes were hurting. Like, I must sleep.
I don't know
I
how
must sleep.
Now that we do, you know what I mean, with the show and all the stuff that we do, like social media is a job to me. Like
it is a job.
The last thing I ever want to do is scroll on TikTok or look at Facebook.
But you've got to keep up to date because that's where news hits first these days. Sometimes.
Well, no, I gotta tell you,
I go and check what's trending on Twitter.
TikTok failed me on the David Crosby news.
What happened to David Crosby?
David Crosby died today.
Oh,
I didn't know that.
Wow! I didn't know that. Nobody told me. I would have written a story.
I didn't even get like a breaking news thing either.
I was on David Muir. I was on ABC News Tonight. I thought it had to be everywhere.
I have all like
News Tonight.
The tickers all like flash on my phone, so that's usually how I get breaking news.
Yeah, me too. And
hey, David Crosby, but you're a bit of an arsewipe, so it's okay.
I love David Crosby.
Ask the rest of Crosby, Stills, and Nash how they feel.
Teach your children well. Their father's health.
It makes the Credence. I guess it makes the Credence Clearwater revival stuff more easy, right? It's dying out now. The rights will just.
Yeah, they finally get the rights back, and nobody gives a shit about their music
because everyone's fucking dead. That's all right.
They all died of COVID.
Oh well, we're all talking about news. Let's jump into it. This
hot load of hot topics.
Yay, hot load. Now this one's breaking news as well for Jeff and Vera. They're going to be very happy / annoyed. He is rising. He shall return. Ladies and gentlemen, Trump is preparing his return to social media. Twitter, as we know, Elon is like, yeah, bitch. Twitter has already reopened his account. His representatives approached Meta, the owners of Facebook, yesterday, apparently, about reinstating his account.
It's like the dying breath of like a fucking beached whale. You know what I mean? Like he's just got nothing left. Like at this point, it's not even fun anymore. You know what I mean? When he first got banned off Twitter, I was devastated because it was like daily excitement. But now it's just like, this is pathetic. Like he's been reinstated on Twitter.
Wouldn't you be excited if he
kind of pathetic though these days. I know people are leaving Twitter by the droves.
Well, Elon's kind of
know how to work Twitter. Honestly, it's very confusing.
I tried.
you type and you hit enter. It's not hard.
It's just like TikTok. It's just like.
But then you gotta retweet and you gotta share and you gotta blah blah blah.
All over the place. I have to read a lot.
Serlena Maxwell followed me on Twitter or on TikTok.
What's that?
Ooh.
Serlena Maxwell has one of my favorite shows on Serious Progressive Radio, and she's also a contributor on MSNBC. And I followed her on TikTok, and she followed me back. Like, alert the media.
That's awesome.
I have no post for her to look at.
You better start making up some content, Vera.
I know.
That reminds me. I have to give you all a hello. I was talking to our very close friend of the show, Katie Underwood, at bizarre hours of the morning the other day, and she said to say hello to everyone. She's
Hi,
working
Katie.
very, very hard on new music, and we're going to have a little chat next month, I think, because she's flat out. But yeah, I was like, speaking of random Facebook/Twitter acquaintances, I was talking to her at like 1 o'clock in the morning, and she's like, "We should go to sleep." I'm like, "Yes, we probably should."
I love
But you
Mandolin.
didn't.
I love that. I
Probably
just,
did, but you
Scroll
didn't.
TikTok.
yeah, I got on TikTok. I was like, I must find out
Yeah.
more things. But the more
Watch
things
more
change, the more
dogs
they
on
stay the
Roomba.
same. Anyway, no, I'm there's been a lot of cooking ones. I sent one to Jeffrey. There's been like a lot of cooking fails that have come across my TikTok at the moment.
I did
I saw it.
reaction video.
That was mortifying. She had like this.
Oh,
She had
with
the slab of
big
ground
turkey
beef
beef.
in like oil
Was
with
the
whole
paper?
mushrooms.
Was the
Yeah.
paper on that
I-
beef?
I think so,
And
and like
Unprepared
the whole
vegetables in that
mushrooms.
pan
Yeah.
too. Yeah.
Wow, I don't.
And
Honestly,
then the cooked pasta shells flicking the water and the pasta into the. She's like, oh look, and then opening the tin of sauce with her tooth. She's like, this is a joke,
You know who
right?
I can't remember
Apparently
their
not.
names, but they cook everything from a can. It's like dump cakes. They get like 455 different dump cakes where they canned pie filling
Some of
and
those
then
look delicious,
pie
though.
or cake mix and then butter. And they're like, this is great. Your family will ask for it. It's like, are you kidding? That looks like crap.
The one with Sprite looks alright.
I something at like 6 a.m. I sent Steve some video. I went down a rabbit hole for like 30 minutes. It just kept going. I thought it was like one thing, and it was like recipe after recipe of some like fucking rednecks. She's like, well, we're going to do this. They're just mixing shit all together in one thing. And I'm like, well, some of that actually looks
I think
good.
I've seen her. And the guy is kind of like a dumbass working the camp. Well, that
Yes.
looks like it's going to be mighty tasty.
Yeah.
Jeffrey and I watched I watched the meatball and pepperoni pasta.
Yes.
I'm like, oh, how's your sodium levels? You'd be like, I'm so full of salty meat.
Yeah, but about 30 minutes into that video, there was like one good recipe. I was like, I might try that shit.
That's a plus. There's some stuff that I've seen and I'm like, interesting.
How about the one that takes like box macaroni and cheese and dumps it in a baking dish and then
And like whole sticks of butter and stuff.
Yeah. Pours cans of soup over it and this does not look good.
This chick took canned chicken in multiple recipes. Canned chicken, okay.
Canned chicken, I saw it.
The canned chicken, a bag of spinach, cream of chicken, and
Chicken
then put
soup,
a pie.
frozen vegetables.
Oh yeah, there was but I'm talking about the one with the cream
The
of
chicken
chicken.
pot pie? Yeah.
No, it was after that. It was
Oh.
canned chicken, cream of chicken, and a bag of spinach. You mix it all up, and then you cover it with a pie crust. Yeah.
It's like eating for the depression.
I seen one the other day. They were
It's
like,
not okay.
She said it's healthy too.
like the
I'm sure it
aluminum
is.
tin. I still had the paper in it.
Had the
And they put
paper
the
in it.
pasta
Yes, I saw that one.
And then like
And
all the other
she
stuff.
just dumped
And the guy was
everything
like
on top
so
of the
pissed. He's
paper.
like, but then like why are people doing this? Like it gets me so angry
Because
because
it's
like
funny.
everything is so expensive. Like it's such bad food
Yeah.
waste. Like I just feel bad. Like on
How
some
about
level,
the
I
people
love
that are making
funny,
mashed potatoes out of potato chips?
Chips.
Chips.
Yeah.
It's like,
And
excuse me.
19 bags of potato chips.
Yeah.
oh Jesus.
For the price
haven't
of
seen that.
one bag of potato chips, you can buy 5 pounds worth of real potatoes.
Yeah.
And it's not
Everybody's so
that much work.
creative.
It's work.
I'm like, yeah, no. I live for her though.
I just
It don't slide down easy if it ain't cheesy. But everything old is new again. We like to find these old stories and like get updates. Here's one that I thought we would never hear again. But y'all, Carol Baskin's husband is alive.
I know
Apparently.
this.
alive and well.
Well, according to Carol, the FBI haven't said so, but according to Carol, in an interview last year, mind you, she said her husband is alive and well, and she gave him money to go and start a new life, and that money has dwindled. So he's
So he's
apparently
back on
just
her social radar.
apparently he's just chilling. Where is it? Costa Rica, apparently. You know,
Yeah.
where it's easy to prove that someone's alive.
So did they just deliberately omit that he was still alive from the original documentary?
Why didn't
Because I'm
she
sure
tell
she
us he was in
mentioned that.
Costa Rica? Yeah. She could have told us he was in Costa Rica, like beginning of the pandemic when we were all going. She fed him to the lions.
Here's the story. Here's
Doesn't make a good
the big
story.
cat lover claimed the U.S. Department of Homeland Security had been in contact with Lewis and had known his whereabouts for years. This is a quote from Carol. One of the really exciting things that came out of Tiger King 2 is that they produced a letter from Homeland Security, and it says that a special agent in charge with the FBI at Homeland Security reached out to the sheriff's detective, George Fernandez, which means this had to have happened after 2002 because Homeland Security wasn't even around. That's not true, is it? Homeland Security wasn't even around until 2002.
About 2002, 2003, after 9/11.
This is not necessarily. This is her saying that someone from the FBI sent a letter that she hasn't seen saying that her husband's alive.
Yeah, that's not.
I don't know whether
enough.
that's a credible source.
I don't either.
You know?
Oh god. Like I said, doesn't
The
make a
Dancing
good
with
story.
the Dancing with the Stars money has run out, obviously.
Yeah.
It's time for Carol to re-up.
Carol's has too, because she's got to up her.
That's what I'm saying. It's time for Carol to re-up.
She needs
to,
season 3.
She needs season 3 of Tiger King. She needs to get that old frag out of jail and get shit happening.
She'll probably end up on like Yellow Jackets or something.
No, look, what'll happen is season 3 of Tiger King will have them have him like on house arrest, but he has to live with Carol or something. And it's all like the oddest couple. The oddest couple.
No, Steve, that'll be season 6 because season 3 and 4 will be her going to search for him.
Yes, I think she's going to Costa Rica.
She's going, oh God, do we have to see Carol Baskin in a crop top?
I don't know.
Talk about tiger marks. Oh, yeah,
Stop
Carol. She's not pretty. Anyway,
I'm not fit.
that kind of blew everyone that's read that on the. They're like, wait, what? He's alive. Wait, we're supposed to believe Carol Baskin now. Okay, interesting turn. 2023. I see you.
My how the turntables have turned.
How the tables have turned, but not if you're Kanye, because he's just going crazy and marrying random bitches again.
Yeah.
This one doesn't look at all like Kim Kardashian.
I know. I don't look like Kim Kardashian at all.
No,
She's actually she's a designer for Yeezy. She's Australian. So they they got married quite recently. It's just like, oh, okay. Nice to know that. I feel like, you know how some people like demand an STI check or something, or maybe a mental health check would be nice before you you get that. It's 2 months since his divorce from Kim was finalized.
She's probably gonna die.
She's gonna get some money. She's hoping that she gets pregnant, I reckon. And then she'll be like, "Bye." See you
like Nick Cannon.
Yeah. Nick Cannon needs neutering. Please spay and neuter your Nick Cannons because global population is not okay. I mean, but let's seriously talk about this because who would marry Kanye unless you wanted to be famous, right?
Yeah.
The only reason is for fame.
You can't
money.
And money.
Fame and money, but I would just be so concerned about his mental state.
Or it's somebody who's just as nuts.
Yeah.
There'd have to be some kind of. Well, she's on the payroll. She's on the payroll. She's like a designer for Yeezy, which is now extinct. So she's jobless.
Right.
So she's just trying to, re-up her contract.
I just got one piece of advice for her. Start learning to hide his meds in his breakfast.
Do that thing you got to do with cats. You go down the throat. Hold his nose. Swallow, Kanye. Swallow.
All right.
It's actually technically illegal in the United States to give someone meds without their consent.
Oh, so when you were a child, your
Potato,
parents are
potato.
forcing. When you're a child, don't you remember being a child and your parents going and you do the I can't take pills. I'm like, now give me
And
more.
applesauce,
Give me more
right? My mom used
pills.
to crush pills up in applesauce.
Oh, I never had a problem taking pills.
Oh, I did.
Yeah,
It was
we all
awful.
know
Jeffrey-
you swallow, Jeffrey.
Jeffrey was shelving them from an early
Yeah.
date.
Oh.
Jeffrey got left with the Tylenol. Did you
Oh.
swallow all of them? No.
No, I got accused of no. What the hell was it? Was Ambien was disappearing? It was my father scarfing down my Ambien, and my mother was like accusing me of taking too much. I always got that fucking
Oh
son of a
my
bitch.
God.
And then everybody wonders why I don't talk to those goddamn people.
I bet your dad was very relaxed about it though.
Yeah,
Just
Ambien
taking all your
puts you
Ambien.
asleep.
Or he was on Twitter wreaking havoc.
Yeah.
Where's
No,
Daddy?
and for
Pass
years,
out the
I got
chair.
accused of crashing her goddamn station wagon, and it wasn't me, it was him.
Daddy's
I didn't
on
even
the
know who
Ambien.
did it. It was him. Yeah, he was probably on the Ambien where he crashed into the something.
Yo.
Yeah.
Drink driving home from the
And she
bar.
blamed me
Well,
for
at
years.
least
And
he
I'm like,
wasn't on Twitter.
Crazy Ambien story. My dad was driving and like from New York to Florida, right? He was with my mom and my sister, and he switched up his pills and took an Ambien instead of like, I don't fucking know, like his heart
And
medication.
Med, right?
He was driving and he started talking all weird. My mom was like, "Are you gonna get off?" And he was like, "I just think we should go." Like, and he was just like all out of it and like didn't know. And my sister was like screaming at him from the back, like, "Pull over!" Like, they had to pull over, and they found out later like he took a fucking Ambien, and like, thank God they were in the car with him. Like,
Yeah, really?
It's crazy.
Oh
Like,
my gosh.
driving on the interstate, through fucking Florida. Like,
there's
I can't.
something wrong with Aunt Diane. You remember what happened to that bitch? She drove wrong way and killed all those kids in her minivan.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's what fucking
I do remember that now.
Yeah.
What happened?
They say she might have been true. I don't think they ever proved that she was drunk, but there was a liquor bottle in the car.
Yes.
It was like 2 years
There
ago.
was a person
No,
locally
no,
who not my patient, just a person locally who got arrested for drunk driving, and she said it was her medication that caused a positive heroin test.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Right.
And what I do is just for my glaucoma. Trust me, I only smoke weed for my
Interesting
glaucoma.
flex there, lady.
Yeah.
Look, she was fully
see if
committed
it
to the
was.
lie.
Oh my God. I think I saw that on Facebook.
Yeah, she's sure that it's her meds that are caused that positive heroin test.
Oh
Interesting.
man, that's fucking great.
I love it. Yeah, definitely. It's like when it's Jesus' baby. It's the same thing, right? Jesus' baby. Oh, it wasn't me. Well, from one crazy to another. This one's caught on camera, though.
Oh, we knew this was
Britney.
gonna happen.
Oh, Britney.
There's a whole bunch of shit with this.
Yeah.
And when you actually watch the video and you hear what the waiter had to say, TMZ, it sounds like TMZ was absolutely full of shit, and that she was just like, "Don't film me, fuck you," and that she wasn't manic at all. Sam just went to go get the car, and this was a non-fucking issue, and it was just people invading her privacy, filming her at a restaurant. And yeah, fuck TMZ.
Are you suggesting that TMZ might exaggerate a story?
Never.
So we're saying that the biggest problem with Britney,
Harvey's not a piece of shit.
Is the general public? Who knew? The general public was a problem.
Her fans?
Yeah, look, it's getting into a really. Just let it go. It's like I've said it for years. Just let her go. If she wants to sit on an island and spin till the end of the earth, let her do it. You don't need to take photos of it. She's not doing anything. She's not hurting anyone. Let the
She's not
bitch have
hurting
some
anyone.
dinner. Let
No,
her have some
no.
din.
And I'm gonna
Oh.
bet my ass she wasn't the strangest looking person in that Denny's.
We're all echoing now.
Yeah, right.
It wasn't Demi.
Me?
It wasn't. No.
We're all. It's since Luke came on the computer. We're all echoing.
Hello.
Now we're better.
You might need to check him.
I don't know.
It's you.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's you.
It's you.
Okay, I'll go and check my settings. Sorry.
Anyway, now this wasn't a Denny's. This was a
I don't know
fairly
where it was.
fancy-
It just looked like
fairly
a
fancy
little
LA
diner.
restaurant.
I was just
But
Denny's was the one that came to
she
mind.
she has to again, but she doesn't. I don't know.
They were all
You've got to
bitching that they
expect
hadn't
it.
seen her in public. She goes
Now
in
they've seen her in public.
and then this
Yeah.
is what
Now-
they do.
She
Yeah.
can't win.
It
That's a
did
different
look like
taste.
a little tiny diner. It didn't look like any high-end restaurant.
Oh no, it was.
But
It's $24 for a fucking salad.
Why'd you read
But
the menu?
as soon as someone comes in,
That
as
was
soon
in
as she
an
comes in,
article.
it's phones out. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? She can't win. She won't win. She
Yeah.
never
Like,
will.
and how
No, she won't.
how rude. And maybe it's because, I mean, obviously, like, you know, I'm not hanging out with the Britney Spearses of the world, but, you know, I've worked with people that were on TV and that, you know, you go travel conventions and that they have a lot of fans around, you know, and afterwards, you know, we've had a long day, we've worked all day, you know, we try to go out on the town and go see things, you know, and then the fans find you and it is fucking intense and obnoxious, and some people don't fucking get it. And like
Because
the
they think
cameras-
they're entitled. They think they're
Yeah.
entitled to an interaction.
and the cameras
Well-
come out right away, and I have no
Yeah.
fucking problem being like, absolutely not. This isn't fucking work. This is time out. Go get the fuck out of here. Like I can't. It's so rude to me.
Eminem said it
Well,
best,
that's it.
right? He said he couldn't take a shit in the bathroom without someone standing by it, like
Ah.
waiting for an autograph. You know, like he
Right.
just needs to live his life. Like, leave me the fuck alone. I'm
No,
with my
but-
daughter.
yeah.
I'm eating. Like, leave me the fuck alone. Like, I'm fucking eating. Like, don't record me. There's no reason for this shit. Like,
When
take a
you're in-
picture
when
and
you're
move
in the
on.
orbit,
Bye-bye.
when you're in the orbit of these people, you do see it happen, and there is very distinct. There are people who are polite and will actually go, "I'm really sorry to inconvenience you. If it's a problem, don't worry about it. But can I get a photo or blah 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 blah?" Which you know, great.
Well, I
If
still
you want
think
to,
that like
if you want to indulge that, that's fine. But at least they're giving you the option. They're not
Yeah.
going camera first in your face.
but they're not
Do
really,
something.
though, right?
Right.
But they're not, because
But, yeah.
they're already acknowledging the fact that I'm inconveniencing you. I know it, but
Right.
I'm still.
And
And they
keep recording.
they're manipulating you for an
Yeah.
outcome. They
Right.
want
But
to
I've heard,
make it
I've
impossible for you
I've
to
been
say
around
no.
people that have said, "Oh, not today. We're doing this, but thank you so much." That's like,
Dude, but then
it can
there's
go
still
both
the
ways.
assholes.
Yeah.
Well,
You know what I mean? Reddit.
Steve,
the internet is
I saw Nikki Webster just 10 minutes before she was going on stage at a big
Webster.
event, and she was there. They were picking her up at the front of the hotel where everyone was staying anyway, but they were making out she was coming like directly from the airport. And so they picked her up in the limo there and then took her out onto the stage. But I left her alone. I was like, she's about to go on stage. How rude is that going to be if I hit her up with my sister for an autograph? Like, it's just not the
I
right
don't think
time.
anyone else knows who Nikki
Yeah.
Webster is, but that's okay. It's for the Australian fans. Nikki Webster. Wow, that's a
So,
single
Nikki,
blast from the past.
If you're out there, you do owe me an autograph, Bubs. But
But no,
You can
pressure.
hire Nikki. You can
Caribbean.
hire Nikki to come and sing at your birthday now. Apparently, someone had her for a bit of strawberry kisses for their birthday party.
And
Maybe
I
that's
just
Luke's
have a
birthday.
thing, right? Like I'm not. I don't know. I think it's.
Yeah.
Like,
I think
you know,
it's the
say
way that you approach
hi,
any situation.
You know what I mean? Like, come up, say hi, maybe ask for a handshake or something. But like, I just, it's so fucking.
And it's
I'm not-
different if
Why
they
put the
offer.
menu out to block her face. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, you know, it's
It's
just
like that
I
means,
feel
oh,
so
I
bad.
don't want a picture. That how much more do you need that she
Yeah.
doesn't want
Yeah.
photos taken of her?
Like, listen
And that
to her.
shouldn't that be up? That should be up to the establishment too. Like, if they
Well,
want,
they kick those people
Protect
out.
her.
if they want celebrity clientele,
They
do you know what I mean? They
They-
should be
Right.
having people
Yeah,
there.
and And you'd be sure that like celebrities would know the kind of restaurants where there is that protection, and that's where they would go to.
Well, that's what I was
rather
going to say. Is like if you're in LA, you know what restaurants are going to protect the celebrities. You know,
But even like with traveling companies and casts and whatnot, I've served them before when I've been in hospitality, and even though they're not like Nicole Kidman or something, you make sure that they are away from the general public and like aren't getting bothered because they're not there for in a professional capacity. They're there to eat. They're there to chill out. You know what I mean? Like
right?
that's part of your responsibility as if they're coming to your venue. I think. I don't know. That's just me.
Yeah.
But like I'm saying, there's restaurants in LA that safeguard their celebrities. You know,
Still got to pump and see Lisa.
Yeah, like how often do you see the Kardashians out to dinner? You don't see that shit. Like why?
I don't think they eat.
Like
They
why
don't
don't you
eat,
see
do they?
more videos of them eating dinner? You know, like come on. Because the restaurants they go to, they probably pay a shit ton of fucking money to protect their asses from getting fucking pictures.
Well, they close the whole restaurant down, or they go to like an LA hotspot that only celebrities can afford.
or they have private rooms.
Yeah.
They have VIP rooms.
Jeffrey,
Yeah.
Chloe, Kim, I'm so hungry. Are you hungry?
Let's go share half a bagel.
Oh yeah, let's go to In-N-Out and just order a poppy seed. Oh my god.
There's 8 of us. We could get a whole order of fries.
Okay,
Oh my
I
God.
don't know any of those celebrities because all the celebrities that I hang out with, they fucking like to eat. Okay.
And drink.
Every fucking celebrity, I don't care how skinny those bitches are, those motherfuckers eat like it's nobody's business. Well, not all of them, but yeah, a lot of them do. Yeah, they can hold their fucking liquor when it's time.
When it's time.
Yeah.
When it's time. It's
When it's
always
time.
interesting. When it's time. When holding your liquor is a very interesting topic. It's going to segue right into probably the dumbest bitch of the week award. Now, I don't know if you guys have heard this story, but we have a bit of a diminished capacity story coming from one Miss Danielle Elise, who was driving home in London.
Oh yeah,
Had been intoxicated from a Marilyn Manson concert at Budweiser Gardens. She headed down the wrong way on a road before plowing into a brick house, severing a gas line, and causing an explosion.
Ouch. Is she
And
dead?
this is what you
Wait
get as
for
a
it.
woman
The house
for going to see
The house
Marilyn
explosion
Manson.
caused other properties to then be set ablaze. The debris was thrown almost 200 meters in distance. 7 people were left injured. 2 firefighters suffered life-altering injuries when tackling the claim. She caused $9 million worth of damage. And she's trying to sue Budweiser Gardens for letting her be served that much alcohol.
I think Marilyn Manson.
She is alive.
She's alive. She walked away from this.
Yeah, they always live. They always live. The drunk ones
They're
always live.
fucked. Ooh.
Not
Yeah, the
what's her
drunk
fuck?
ones-
Not Anne. Which
Not
proves, which
Right.
which proves that maybe Anne wasn't as drunk as we thought. But
Poor.
what this is ultimate. This is ultimate Generation Y me. She is 26 years old, and it's nobody's. It's not her fault. It's everyone else's fault. She
That's
drank
the
that
thing.
much.
She lacks accountability. Like you need to take
Yeah.
accountability when you do something wrong. And if she is this bold to go against everyone when it's clear she's done something terrible that's affected a lot of people, and she can't even be sorry for it, she's going to reoffend, and she's dangerous.
Yeah.
But it's no one else's fault. No one else's fault.
The fact that
She
the
had that
laws
much
are
to drink.
in place, that these establishments can get in trouble in the first place for what somebody does when they walk out the door because they don't know their own goddamn limits. As a bartender should not have to be responsible for somebody else's. I don't know what you're capable of drinking.
Right.
All right. I have to say though, if there's 4 people in the bar and the bartender continues to serve you when you are visibly intoxicated, then maybe that bartender does hold some accountability.
Yeah.
But if
As
you're
opposed to a
400
concert.
people and you're one of 7 bartenders, you should not. How can you possibly be held accountable?
This is obviously a stadium concert, Budweiser Gardens. That's not going to be a small, But when they noticed that
I
she
think
was,
she even said that like nobody was monitoring her drinks. Like nobody saw her. I think
How do
somebody
you
else
know
was buying
she
them
went
for
up to the
her.
bar? Right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think she said
exactly.
somebody was buying them for her and nobody was monitoring her because she wasn't the
when
one buying the
when
drink.
they noticed she was that intoxicated, they stopped serving her and removed her from their premises. So
Yeah.
they had done
But
their
they-
due diligence. They'd
Well,
done
they
their due
threw her
diligence.
out.
It's not their responsibility that she drove.
Well, that was
Right.
like, what's this fuck? He said, I wasn't drunk in public till you put me in public.
Yeah.
Oh.
I wasn't
But-
in
That's a good
public.
one. But why
Come
not
on,
call her
there's
a cab, Like, why
Why
not
is
call
it their
her a
responsibility? Like, if they can't guarantee, if obviously we've all been to these stadium shows, the bars are huge, the lines are fucking kilometers long.
Yeah.
Like
right,
you're not going to get the same bartender the same time every time, and they're not going to be able to monitor how much one person out of thousands drink.
That's what
Yeah,
I'm saying.
you're right. If it's a
You
stadium,
know,
But they've
yeah,
done,
you're right.
they've done their due diligence. They've noticed
taken
that
her out
she's
and that's it.
alcohol. They've removed her from the premises. It is her decision to then get in her car.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
You
There's
know,
got to
if
be
yeah.
there's got to be some point where you go, I've had too much, and any kind of operating, even if you're on bloody medication, there's got to become a point where you're putting it into your body, and then you're deciding what to do. It ain't the magical fairy coming down going, hey, you know what's a good idea? Let's have 7 Ambien and drive down the freeway the wrong way. Like that's not what happens. That's not what happens. Yeah.
Look, it's the same way I feel about that stampede that happened at that concert. Every single person that was involved in that should be held responsible and should be charged.
Exactly.
Because it's all about personal responsibility. If you are, it just blows my mind that everybody, it's not my fault. It's the promoter.
That's not my fault. Yeah.
Yeah, no, fuck you.
Yeah,
Well, whose fault is it? Whose fault is it? And then you have genuine accidents, like poor fucking Jeremy Renner, who is
oh my god,
has been released from hospital, but the details of his injuries are
but his hairs did
horrific.
Did he lose his leg?
No, they're saying that it would be at least 2 years recovery at the moment for him to even walk kind of normally. The details that I read about his actual injuries. Well, yeah, they're lucky the rest of them have retired. The details of his injuries are quite intense and shocking because let's face it was a fucking 14,000 pound snowplow that ran over him.
Had to be crushed.
Yeah, they're saying upper chest
damage, rib
upper chest had to be like reconstructed and stuff like that. They're not sure that
wired together from his neck.
They're not sure that he'll keep his leg, and there's scheduled operations for months down the track so that they can put. He's going to be like the bionic man.
Compartmental syndrome, I'm sure. Yeah.
Yes, but poor dude.
I'm surprised he didn't lose his spleen and whatever organs are on that side of the body.
Yeah,
I mean that was catastrophic.
That's what they were saying. They said catastrophic upper chest injuries. So
yeah,
he's lucky to be on social media.
Yeah,
tweeting away, and he's been nothing but grateful and thankful to the people that have looked after him.
Mm-hmm.
But now we're going even further, and this is the conversation I was having with someone else. They've released the 911 call where you can hear him screaming in pain.
Oh, that's not necessary.
It's too much. It's like and like this. Just today, we've had the autopsy report on Leslie Jordan and Lisa Marie Presley's autopsy report. I'm like, we don't need to know this. Like, people don't need to know.
This should be covered under HIPAA. This should be protected health information.
I know. Like, there's certain things we don't need to know. Like, I get that the public feel they have a right to know, but this is private information. This is
It should
very
be
private
protected. It
information.
should be covered under HIPAA. This
Yeah.
country has a Health Information Protection Act.
Yeah.
Very, very sad. I'm just like, let their bodies cool down.
Come
at
on,
least
tell me you
before
don't want to know in 4 to 6 weeks if she had drugs in her system.
I didn't read it. I don't want to
Lisa
know.
Marie?
Yeah.
I don't want to know. I can.
Well, there's
from,
nothing
I
to
mean-
read.
from how I've
They
from
did- they
how I've
confirmed
seen
it.
it, from how I saw her.
Well, yeah.
She looked
I'm-
unhealthy
I-
at the Globes.
Yeah.
That's not my business, and I'm a fan. You know what I mean?
You know?
I know
She did
her.
look
I know her
unhealthy at the
family's
Globes.
history with addiction. I know
Yeah.
her family. You know what I mean? Like her family's mental health issues. It's pretty obvious where things went. I don't think you need to keep poking the dead once they're gone. Like, and that
Right.
applies to everyone. That applies to your grandma down the street. Like, just let it rest. Just chill out, bro. They're gone. They've
Be a
done
little
their
difficult
time.
to poke my grandma
They're
at
out.
this point.
Is she solid or powdered form?
She's probably powdered at this point.
Oh, we can rebuild her.
Oh dear.
If you really think that with these ethics,
It was
that you're
before
in the
she
right-
died before
right
Catholics
line
were
of
allowed
work
to get
doing this
cremated.
show.
But
I don't know. It always icks me out a little bit. There's a guy, there's a paranormal guy that does like communications with celebrities. Like literally the week they die, like Betty White and all these. I'm like, that's in really bad taste. Like, just let people fucking rest, dude.
Yeah.
You don't know what people's families are going through, and like,
I
why
would think that
re-traumatize
Betty
people?
White would tell somebody to fuck off.
I would hope Betty White would tell everyone to fuck off.
I think
Looks
Betty
like-
White would say, "Mind your own beeswax."
Yeah,
fucker."
she's like, I'm fucking golden girl, you cunt. Shut up. It's like, yeah, that's right. You go.
I'm
I
Betty
hope-
fucking White.
exactly. But New Mexico has no chill, especially if you're Alec Baldwin.
Oh, I thought we were going to talk about the Republicans
No.
shooting up Democrats.
No, this has been a long time coming, but charges have
this
officially
is
been
just
laid
a-
against.
I was going to
Yeah.
say this is just a movie star shooting up a producer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cinematographer, technically. But this was 2021. That was that long ago. Oh my God.
Yes.
He has been formally charged with him and someone else. Can't remember who. So, two charges of involuntary manslaughter, which in New Mexico law is punishable by up to 18 months jail and $7,259 worth of fines. It's nice to know what a human life costs, isn't it?
Well, involuntary
Yeah.
suggests that it wasn't intentional harm. It wasn't.
Someone
Not to
fucked
mention
up.
that the family has got producing credits
But
on the
it wasn't
film, and any
Alec.
profits from the film is going to be theirs.
Do you think that movie's ever coming out?
No, actually, no.
I don't think that movie's ever coming out. They can't. I can't see
Did
the
they
way
ever
in which.
finish
So
it?
fucked
No,
up.
it's
I think
managed
so.
to be more of a dangerous set than The Crow.
Well, no, not really. They're both. Someone died in both, but movie star versus cinematographer. But still, she was a mother. She was a wife, and she's worth $7,000. Her life was worth $7,000 in the end. Isn't that lovely to know that they can put a
We're
dollar
not
amount
charging
on
anybody
you?
else with anything else.
The armorer's
The
getting
armorer.
charged.
There we go. Yeah, with the
armorer's
same
getting
same
charged.
counts.
The film producer settled out of court
Has
with
signed
the
a
family.
deal.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's done
Um,
under the table, sneaky.
Which is part of why the husband's on
Yes, they're
the
getting paid.
production. Yeah. But-
Yeah, it's a bit icky. I still think he's not going to see jail time because he's Alec Baldwin, but
Right.
Right.
icky.
It is icky.
Does he deserve to see jail time?
I don't know.
I mean,
I think
No,
I think the
don't
armorer
think
definitely
that
does.
This is a valid point. This is bullshit. I think it's bullshit.
I think
to
that
me, but
the trauma is
bullshit.
probably enough for Alec Baldwin. You know what I mean? Having to live
It's
with the
not
fact
like
that he killed
he
someone.
Yeah.
was a cold-blooded killer. It's
The
not
armorer,
like he.
no? If that is your professional
How
job,
would you know that
that
there
is
was
your-
something in the fucking gun? Who handed him
Because
the
it's your
fucking
job.
gun?
Yeah,
Who loaded the fucking
was
thing? Why was there
it
real
was the
armor in
armorer's
the
job.
fucking gun?
It's the armorer's job to
Why
know
was
if
there
that gun
real
is
armor
loaded. So
anywhere in
that's
that
the
fucking
person.
set? It doesn't make any sense.
Right.
Nothing makes sense. Why? Why? Like
Why?
it just
Why?
Because
Well, it was a blank
why were they
bullet,
shooting
right?
in New Mexico to start with?
Because it's New Mexico and it's cheap and you can get non-union workers. And the armorer's probably 23 years old and non-union and uncertified. I mean, it's union busting at its finest.
Mm-hmm.
just think it's
What
so
about
fucked
you,
up.
Luke? Do you think Alec Baldwin should go to jail?
No, I don't think Alec Baldwin should go to jail. I don't think. How is he to know what's in that gun? Is he meant to fire a few shots into his own head first? Like, I don't know. How's he supposed to test it when I guess the expectation is if you're being handed that prop that it's safe to use?
Exactly.
Right. I do think
He's
Because
trusting
someone
in
hasn't
the
done
person
their
handing
job.
him the gun.
the armorer has some liability, but they hired an unseasoned, ununion, armorer.
But
Mhm.
You know,
It was a
another
lose-lose
question.
situation to save some money, wasn't it? Like that's.
But here's another question: why are they using real fucking guns? I thought, like, okay, from what I've seen, things
Well, even
like
a blank
how to
can
make a
hurt
movie,
you.
right? I know, but like they have this thing where it explodes in the person's shirt, right? Like the
Yeah,
thing
squib.
they're wearing something
But
under.
it's cheap.
Yeah. So
It's
like,
cheaper
what the fuck?
in this day and age. It's cheaper to actually use a prop gun than it is to CGI things in because a lot of the Netflix shows don't use. I think it was Chris Hemsworth movie. They were talking about how they never used actual live firearms. Everything, all the gunshots and everything was CGI. That cost
Not even
money.
a CGI,
This is
like
this is
literally,
obviously-
like they have
Saves
something
even
under
more
their
money,
chest,
as if-
like
If you
Yeah,
just
they
really
have the
shoot
blood
them, you don't need
tablet,
that
and then the
prosthetic.
blank is to hit the blood. But there should be some Kevlar
Right.
underneath the blood tablet so that when the blank hits and the blood explodes,
right.
So
God forbid.
unfortunately,
Well, not even.
the cinematographer
It's not even.
didn't
It's
have
not
any
even about that.
Kevlar.
It's about them being. It's about them being rigged. They can explode. You don't need to shoot those squibs. You can, like, remote
Right,
control.
you hit a
and
button
explode.
for it to
Like,
explode.
yeah.
Right.
But they're trying to do everything on the
hello,
cheap.
it's two different
and-
frames. Like
They're trying to do everything on the
think
cheap,
about
and it
It's
hasn't
just
worked out for
crazy.
them.
This whole thing is
It's
so fucking-
It
insane.
is crazy.
But
My
that-
heart breaks for everybody.
yeah,
Yeah.
the
That
bad day on the
young
job,
girl,
definitely.
23 years old. She's never going to work as an armorer again. This was her passion. You know.
Excuse me.
It's just a bad day on the job, but I guess if you work for the Tennessee Police Department, there can be some good nights on
Hey,
the job. Hey,
my girl. No, get
now, ladies and gentlemen, Tennessee police officers have been sacked over job sexcapades. The wild party, the trio with another officer's wife, oral sex in the police department gym were all reported to the city mayor, who escalated the claims within the department. 5 U.S. police officers at somewhere
She's busy.
in Tennessee, Laverne.
That's right around the corner. What happened?
Yeah. Were fired this week
Oh,
as part of an
yeah.
ongoing investigation into multiple sexual events between members of the department's evening shift. The investigation began on December 12th when Town Mayor Jason Coyle reported the rumors of sexual acts to the city's Human Resources Department, according to a shocking investigative report obtained through the request. Basically, they were having a fuck section.
Yeah.
It's a 20-page report.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Anyway,
tell you,
Lines on this bitch.
anybody
Like,
who's having sex at work is going to get
Open
fired.
marriages, nude photos,
Didn't
like
give a shit.
cops driving under the influence of alcohol, making out, threesomes.
She must be
hello.
fucking pissed.
So apparently,
like,
Megan
who
What?
blew the
five
whistle?
You know, but
It
if you were
blew the
sounds
whistle?
hot.
if you were a nurse and you were banging somebody at work and you got caught, you would be fired.
But it's
If
hot
you
as
were a
fuck.
baker and
You would
were
think so,
fucking
but there's a
someone over
shortage.
the oven and you got
Right,
caught,
right,
you would
Luke,
be
right.
fired. If
It's
you were a
hot.
cashier at Walmart and you started banging someone
That's
in the
not
express lane, you would
That's
be
not
fucking
hot.
fired.
Who's gonna bang somebody in the? But if you're banging somebody in private, you just have
That's
to
a
be
blue
in your
light special.
uniform.
Right. I don't
If
think
you're
you do it
banging
in public
somebody in
anywhere.
private, in the
in public
privacy of
anywhere?
your home or their home, that's a different matter. If
You've
you're
never had
fucking
sex
on
on the clock
station.
before?
at work,
At the station.
I
They
have
were
never
at
had-
work. Were they with it at work?
Who hasn't had sex at work before? Give me a break.
hello?
I have.
I haven't.
I've never had
Oh,
I
sex
have.
at work.
Me too.
I haven't.
I
I have. It was
I have
amazing.
not.
Dear, we're pure.
I'm not pure, but I'm not going to have sex at work.
There was just no fire trucks around for Vera that night. She couldn't help it.
It's fucking big.
Yes, fuck me on your son's fire truck.
But look,
That was in private.
for all of the downsides of police work, I mean,
Backdraft.
hello.
But
Private.
seriously though, who blew it up? I would be if I was her. I'd be like, "Yo, what the fuck?" Like,
Someone got left out.
What
Someone got
happened?
left out of the
What
orgy or
happened?
something.
Right.
Yeah.
Had this
No,
No, it was
I'm
actually
sorry.
someone
If
someone
you're
blabbed to
banging
the
somebody
mayor who
at
was
work.
unhappy with her. So
Oh, there
that's
you
how
go.
I
She
found
must
out.
really?
She must have
And,
swallowed or something. But
I've-
the husband is now the
Very
world's
hot.
biggest. The husband's now the world's biggest cuck because he's gone out and saying, "I'm going to stay with my wife." I'm like,
Yeah, she's a
Maybe
freak,
he was
bro.
part of the threesome. Maybe this is their thing.
Apparently,
Who cares?
one of those
But
officers.
why
if
is it
you're
always the
banging
plain
somebody
looking
at work-
bitches?
Sarah,
Wait,
apparently
what
one of
about
the
Banging
officers said
somebody
to
at
me,
work?
Wait, let's let Luke talk. Go.
Look, I was just going to tell a bad joke. Apparently, one of the officers said to Megan during one of their little escapades, "Stop or I'll shoot."
Oh,
Ah.
but yeah, she's. It's always these plain bitches that are doing the freaky things.
Yeah,
It's like,
I'm saying she's a
I
freak.
really
yo.
don't care what she's doing, but it's if you're having
She
sex
get-
at work, you're gonna
she-
get fired.
If
she
they're
needs to work for
smart,
the
Not
train
necessarily.
station.
they're gonna take this publicity, and the group of them are gonna start an OnlyFans.
Right? That'd be the smart thing to do.
That would be a really good fucking idea.
That'd be the really good thing.
I
Look
mean,
at-
I
Having
give a
sex
fuck.
at
I
work,
give
you're
a
gonna
fuck.
get fired, even in 2023.
It's ridiculous.
Not always
Feeling
true.
good is not
Not
limited
always
to
true.
sex, though. Did you guys happen to catch Brendan Fraser's speech at the
Yes.
People's Choice Award?
God.
God love him.
Ugh.
That was almost
no?
painful, though. I
Yeah.
mean, I love Brendan Fraser. I appreciate his struggle, but watching him sob was kind of hard.
as we discuss on this show a lot of the time, mental health is a huge problem everywhere, and this is his first public moment
Right.
being rewarded, being back in this. That's got to be overwhelming. And I
Yes.
think the fact that he managed to speak at all and speak so eloquently was very touching. I was like, "Oh, you go, boy."
Well,
If
I
he
mean,
keeps
was-
doing it, I'll be like, "Okay, get some therapy and calm down." But
his
it's
story
nice.
is sad.
Yeah,
you
it's
know?
horrible. He was at the top of his career
he
and
was
then
the
said no
Hollywood
to the wrong
in-boy.
person.
He was fucking hot.
Yeah, but now,
Yeah.
You know, he
I
was
think
worth
it's
losing
safe
your
to
job.
say-
That
Who
makes
did
him a
he say no
nerd.
to? Who did
he
say
was
no to?
sexually
What
harassed
happened?
by a male
A male producer has never
producer
been named
and basically blacklisted him
forever.
because of it forever.
Right.
That's why,
Wow.
and no one
When
believed him.
did that
No.
happen?
This happened in the late 90s, early
80s,
2000s.
early
when he,
90s, late 80s,
yeah,
early
no,
90s.
no. This is when he was big.
Well,
He was
'cause
big,
was
big
the-
in the 80s.
This
trust
was-
me.
This is like after the. This is like after the Mummy and stuff like. This is when he was at
Mummy,
his
right.
apex, and then just disappeared.
Well, he did like Ink Heart and the Bounce, but he had the other Round the Earth or something.
Yeah, but he had
The
but he
Encino
was-
Man.
yeah,
He had
yeah,
the
he had
all
Center
that
of the
stuff.
Earth. He had the.
He
Mummy,
wasn't a B.
the
He
Mummy
wasn't a B-list
Returns.
celebrity. Do you know what I mean? He was the head
He
of a
was hot.
huge franchise.
He was gorgeous.
He was George
Blast
of the
from
Jungle. too.
Past.
Yeah.
Blast
He
from
had
the
a lot of
past.
movies. He was everywhere.
What producer that's gay is that powerful?
Well, it's not just one person though, Jeffrey. You know what the industry is like.
Who
You say
knows?
no to the wrong person, and they know someone who knows someone who knows someone else, and it's true. It's not what you know, it's who you know, and whatever impression you make
I'm
on
not
someone.
saying it didn't happen. I'm just like, who the hell is it?
You've just
He's
got to
just
be
looking for the name.
careful in general. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's just looking for the name.
I
He believes
absolutely
it happened.
Yes, I totally do. Yes.
No, my heart breaks for Brendan Fraser. It really does. But I mean, watching
good on him to
raw
see him
emotion
back.
is painful.
Back.
Can be painful.
Well, look, at least he
I
is
love Blast from the Past.
free enough to do it.
Me too.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I thought
loved
it was
Encino Man. I loved Airheads.
I
was a Brendan
love
Fraser
Encino
fan.
Man.
Have you ever seen
Encino Man was
Have you ever seen
awesome.
Gods and Monsters? He's in Gods and Monsters.
I
That's
have
brilliant.
seen Gods and Monsters.
Oh, so good.
Was he in Vampire
good.
too?
Oh yeah. What about Looney Tunes back in action?
Was
That's
he
funny.
in that?
Yeah,
Him and
That's
Jenna
funny.
I remember
Elfman.
that.
yeah. Oh, speaking of, where's Jenna Elfman these days? Hello,
She's at Scientology Hall.
She's got
Jenna, come back.
she's got a podcast.
Oh,
She shows up
everyone's
on
got a podcast.
TikTok with her husband.
Kira,
all the
we've
time.
got a podcast. Everyone's got a fucking podcast. If we can have a podcast, everyone can have a podcast.
I
mean,
know.
come
Rob
on.
Lowe has a podcast. Everybody's got a podcast.
Rob Lowe's called "How to Fuck Little Girls and Get Away with It."
Oh my
Everyone
lord!
forget.
Legend.
Why does everyone forget? Why does everyone forget? It is not slanderous when it's true.
He was much younger.
It's true. It's like
It
saying
was the 80s.
it's like saying what's his name didn't kill that girl.
Which was
Mr. Sarah Jessica Parker. Mr. Sarah Jessica Parker.
Oh yeah, Matthew Broderick.
Oh, Matthew
Yeah.
Broderick. Yeah.
You know,
Matthew
I mean, in
Broderick killed
fairness,
someone.
Steve is absolutely
Caitlyn Jenner
correct.
killed someone. These are not.
That
These
video
are
had to
facts.
get ripped offline because those girls were underage.
Exactly. It's like the whole Brooke Shields thing coming out now, going how creepy it was on Blue Lagoon, and we just all accepted it.
You know what? I thought Blue Lagoon was creepy. I really did. I was with her. I was when it first
I've
started.
actually never seen it. What's the deal with it?
There-
Olivia
and it was
Hussey,
not just Blue
Olivia
Lagoon.
Hussey going, we're
never seen
teenagers naked on
And
screen.
not just Blue
Is that a
Lagoon. The
thing?
movie before Blue Lagoon, where she was, she played a young girl who was auctioned off in a brothel. What was that movie with Brooke Shields? She was like 9 or 10, and her mom was on set the whole time.
Childhood?
What are you uh-ohing?
I don't know. Who's that? Oh,
Oh my god! I talk shit about Rob Lowe.
oh.
I was like, oh.
I talk shit about Rob Lowe, and everything went fucking haywire. It's like, oh no, what's wrong?
But there was a movie
He's
that
using-
Brooke did that was worse than Blue Lagoon, and I can't think of the
Yeah,
name of it.
that prostitute baby something.
Yeah.
Pretty baby or something like that.
Yes, that's it.
Where she was, and her mother's like, "Yeah, take my not even child, a teenage daughter, and turn her into an old west prostitute." It's like
Yes,
Jeez.
that was
she's a
pretty-
worry. That mother is a
inappropriate.
loose unit. You
And-
like
and
she
you know
goes up
what?
there with Drew Barrymore's mum. It's like
The Olivia Hussey movie. I was
Who's worse?
young. I was like 8 or 9 years old, but I remember they made a big deal about the fact that she was 15.
yeah,
And,
it's like
you know, it was a big. We're
because
using
she was,
actors
yeah,
that are correct
they're the
age.
same age. It's like
Yeah.
I still don't think we should be making. I don't think we should be writing plays about children fucking either. That's just
I
me.
agree.
But you know,
No.
whatever.
Yeah.
Mr.
Oh,
Shakespeare.
God.
Whatever.
Different
fuck?
Just
time.
because it's Shakespeare.
It's
Oh
not
my
okay.
God. If it was Roman Polanski, it'd be a big
Yeah.
problem. Let's be honest.
Oh, he's another
Well,
one. They're all
there we
fucking
go.
creeps.
How are you feeling, V? You feeling warm? You feeling ready? You feeling
This
spicy?
one's been brewing all day.
She's ready
Oh,
to go
God.
off about Rob Lowe.
She's hot and
No, I'm not
spicy and ready
go
to
off
blow.
Rob Lowe.
It's Vera Vance, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, here we go, V. 3, 2, 1, voot.
I'm ready. Today, while I was at work, a gentleman called looking for some medications for his child. And there is a global shortage of certain meds right now. And one of the meds is the med that this gentleman's child is on. And I am not trying to underrate his frustration. But we were trying to make a plan, and he got very angry with me, and he said, "What the fuck is going on here? Why the hell is this not? What are you people doing?" And I said, "Sir, this isn't our fault. This is part of a global problem. We have a supply chain problem across the world because of COVID." And he went off on me. "Fucking COVID is over. Quit talking about COVID. You people are always talking about COVID." Now, I admit I spent a lot of time talking about COVID and the vaccine, but I wasn't prepared to argue with him. I said, "Sir, it is what it is. Let's move forward." And he kept going. He was going to argue with me about COVID. "COVID's over." I said, "Sir, there are people still dying from COVID." "You're fucking lying. You're all lying." Now, at this point, I am done arguing with COVID deniers. Die if you want to. I don't care. If you kill somebody else, that's all on you. We have given you all the information. I've asked you to share with me your investigation, and you share with me these bogus sites where Dr. Barney and Betty Rubble are. Do you want me to stop? Dr. Barney and Betty Rubble from Eastern Afghanistan University have written a study, and they have no discernible data. They have no repeatable testing. They have no real statistics. You open up a website and all you've got are numbers that don't mean anything. But you believe what you want to believe. What I'm going to tell you is, don't come into our clinics. Stop going to the pharmacy and yelling at the pharmacist. Stop coming in the hospital and screaming at nurses. You're going to believe what you want to believe. We have done everything we can for you, and we are putting ourselves in harm's way for you every fucking day. We are overworked and understaffed, and you need to shut the fuck up about what you believe about COVID. If you want us to help you, we will help you no matter what you believe. But don't assault doctors, nurses, healthcare workers, pharmacists. We don't care what you believe. We're not doing this to you. We are still trying to help you no matter what you believe. Shut the fuck up and work with us.
That's going to be another one with the vaccine. Jeffrey, you're muted. You're muted. You're muted, Jeffrey.
You're muted, Jeffrey.
I'm so glad you brought this up because I am that fucking dad. I'm so goddamn mad. Both of my kids are out of their fucking meds and they don't even fucking call and tell me. I didn't hear nothing about this shit, Bear. I'm so pissed off.
Call my clinic and I'm going to give you an earful.
I'm not. I got nothing to say about COVID.
No. I'm going to finish us off. Oh, that sounded bad. I'm going
with Rob Lowe.
I'm going to finish us off with some great news. Dolly Parton is a woman of her word, ladies and gentlemen. Not only is she an angel on earth, but she was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and said, "I haven't ever recorded a rock album, but baby, she is about to deliver," because she was on The View today and has revealed that she has just recorded a duet with Stevie Nicks. Cher is next on the list, and also featuring on Dolly's debut rock album are Pink, Steven Tyler, Steve Perry, Paul McCartney, and John Fogerty, to name just a few.
Wow.
So she is coming out swinging.
We love Dolly. We love Dolly.
We love Dolly, and we love visibility. We love all that kind of thing. We have to say a huge congratulations to one and only Ms. Jix Monsoon, making a debut on Broadway, the first drag queen to ever perform as Matron Mama Morton on Broadway, which I find hard to believe, but, you know, Drag Race
she may be the first one on Broadway, but I'm
on
sure
Broadway.
She's the first one.
I know, on Broadway, but who knew Drag Race would become?
I tried to talk my theater company into doing a lot of major female roles. I thought that Mama from Bye Bye Birdie should be played by a man. I had like a whole list of people that I thought.
I mean, who doesn't love Edna Turn? Who doesn't love Edna Turnblad?
Exactly.
Come on. I love it. But, you know, the world's bad. Sometimes it's good, but we will be back next week to discuss all the ins and outs. And you know what? Maybe next week we'll have updated end credits. See you later, guys. Because if I have to take the shit about the end credits, I'm going to take everyone down with me. Fuck all y'all.